Oh, hi everybody, Kia here, back at you again with another video. This time, I have an antique haul for you guys. So, um, in August, I went to 3 antique shops around the time of my birthday. One of them on my birthday, and I got to use my birthday money that my grandmother gave me to buy the items. The other ones around the time of my birthday, but a little bit after. Um, One of them was a surprise because of crazy crap that happened around the time of us coming back home. So onward to the first 2 items. These are from a place called Found Antiques. Um, Not the Found here in Lowell. That place is still sadly closed, and I'm worried about the owner. I have no idea what happened to him. He was an old man, so I don't know, but it's been closed for a long time. Originally, it just as a note saying he was sick. So I have no idea what happened to him. Um, so hoping he's okay, but I'm not certain. But this is another found, and it took a while for me to find this damn place, and I had a bitch fit from my mother because her and my dad were walking with me, um, despite the fact they could have easily just gone on their own originally, but they freaked out. They didn't want to go anymore. Um, so I ended up going the 2 minutes further up the road to find the place. And I'm glad I did. It was a really cool place. Some of the stuff was kind of expensive, um, but I picked up some cool things. There were a couple items in there I really, really wanted as well, but again, the stuff was expensive, so I only grabbed the 2 things there. But yeah, this was in Portsmouth, Maine, I believe. We went there on my birthday. So the first, which was August 21st, which I did get to see the eclipse briefly because I happened to glance up just as it was happening. We didn't get to see like total like thing because again Portsmouth, Maine, but it was pretty cool to see as I quickly did some glances and kind of looked at reflections um, of it. But my parents apparently they borrowed glasses from somebody else because the like place was on. I wish I'd known that I would have bought a pair. But the first thing I got was this little baby because you know me, I love my babies. So and she, I think, looking at the way the kid's dolled up, probably a girl, and it looks like she's holding a little toy kitty. So, both my favorite things: a baby and a kitty. It's a little stuffed toy cat. Looks like kind of looks like one of the ones that did the meow thing. And then I got another one. These this is Edwardian Brothers photo button. Let me actually take this off. I'm gonna take the price tag off because I do want to show you guys the back, but not the ridiculous price tag. So again, I used my birthday money on this. So there are these 2 brothers. I just thought this was an interesting piece. Um, I hadn't really seen these in antique shops before or like really paid attention to them. I just thought they were cool. But I love the back of this one, the way that stands. So these are probably going to be hung because I don't really have shelf room to hang to stand things. But I thought that was cool. Eventually, maybe when I get an apartment or a house, I'll be able to actually stand it on something. They're the one, of course, it just hung. But those are the 2 items I got from Found. The next antique shop we went to was in Agunquit, Maine. And I cannot for the life of me remember the name of it. I do have the receipt, so I can look up the name because I'm lame. So it is Hutchins Antiques, and it is in Agunquit, Maine. And every time we're in Agunquit and we do the Marginal Way, I always stop at this antique shop. I usually always find some awesome deals, some really cool items, So it's really cool to wander around. It's a huge store, so it's so super fun to wander around and explore and see what all the different varying sellers are selling. It was actually cool. One seller was selling these black bear paws on a board, and it was like a coat rack. And I was like, dude, if I had room for that, I would totally buy that because that looks kick ass. And it actually was reasonably priced too, so it wouldn't have been like breaking the bank. So, but there's no way I was gonna be able to bring that home without my mom bitching. So I still have my parents, so I have to obey certain rules. Um, and even then, I still had to like hide half the stuff. So my mom would be like, "What'd you get this time?" So first, I will start with the stuff that is wrapped up. So this came in a basket. I didn't keep the basket. I put it on top of a trash bin in case anybody wanted it. Didn't want to throw it out, but it was easier to hide them and carry them. Yeah. But it is a whole mess of horse show uh, ribbons. So I just thought these were cool. There's a whole bunch of different ones, different colors, different styles. It's 5th annual Rockland County Cerebral Palsy Horse Show. Cherry Lane Horse Show. So they were all from the same seller, so they very well might have been from the same person. I do a bunch of horse shows, as you probably have to do. And then I did get some photo items, because I love me my photos. I am continuing to frame photos with dollar store frames, and I'm actually surprised at how they're coming out pretty nice. I'll probably show a few. Let me see. Grab a few. So luckily, this dollar store happens to have decent. They're low quality wood, but they're still wood frames. So there's one of the two little kids. And this one's of a girl in her confirmation dress. But again, they're actually wood frames, so they look pretty decent. They're not super sturdy, but they work. I'm not putting anything heavy in them, so you don't need them to be super sturdy. Wrap these up good. So one of them we have, of course, his kids are these siblings. So these two brothers, and I don't know if that's their sister or brother. Again, you can never tell. But I just love their faces. This older kid is just like, get me the hell out of here. Why the hell you take my photo? And on the back, so it says taken when baby 5 months old. So it doesn't say the gender of the baby, just says taken when baby's 5 months old. So that's just pretty interesting. I got that information on there. And then I got another one of a little baby. There's no information on this one, but I just love how cute that little baby is. Like reading a book, the desk. Babies can't read. It's okay, it looks like there's a giant picture on there, so baby's just looking at the picture. And then I got this one of this lovely young lady, because besides babies, I do collect a lot of photos of dark-haired women, younger women. Don't know why. I've always been drawn to photos of certain women. So there we go. I got her. These were all super cheap too, which was awesome. I usually get like really cheap cabinet cards and stuff and photos at this place. So these ones are awesome because I got two. It's the same baby. They're two different shots. So there's one. I don't know what it says there, if anyone can read that. So something, something 9 months. Maybe just at 9 months. So baby was 9 months old. So there's baby smiling. I love this one. Here's another shot. Woo! What is going on? So this one says 10 months. So it's the same setup and the same outfit. So I don't know why one says 10 months, one says 9 months. So it might have been they just kept the same setup and they actually did take them a month apart. Not entirely certain. Now I got this one of these little kids playing in the snow in front of their house. Probably not super old. Says Bailey and Doug, I think is what it says on there. I got a little report card, weekly report. Then I got another young woman. She looks so stern, but I just love her face. Again, another dark-haired woman. I have a thing for dark-haired women, apparently. I don't know why. She's just so stern. I love the look of her face. She's so proper and everything. But I love that outfit too. I want that shirt. If I could like just pull that shirt out, that'd be awesome. So there we go. And then one of my favorite items, not my absolute favorite, because I did find something that for my collection. But when I went to Found, he had a ton of these things, but they were super, super expensive. He was asking, it was like at least $100 to like $300 for one of them. We had a whole mess of them. Probably not selling too well because he's charging so much, but I was super psyched to find one at Hutchington's Antiques. I've been wanting one for a while. I got one off of Etsy from one of the people I follow, but it's kind of ratty and beat up, and it's basically just I gotta go in my oddity collection display once I get it set up. This one, I'm making 10 miles of paper. Apologize. But this one I will probably use if I can, and actually might use it for cosplay or costuming and stuff like that. So, don't know, but it's super cool. It is a bag made from a caiman. There's a tag on it. The tag says $75. I did not pay $75 for it. I paid cheaper for it. So I must have got it on a sale day. But there we go. There is this awesome bag. I just love that. So cool. So there's the inside. And it is just pristine. It of course smells old, but it smells like old leather. But super cool. Tons of pockets and stuff. So if I go to an event where I can rock around with that and not look super awkward, who cares? I probably would totally just walk around with this. Anyway, I don't know if I can adjust the strap to make it longer. Probably can. She looks like I probably can make it more of like a long shoulder bag as opposed to a purse. Looks like you can, yeah. So the snaps. Let's make sure the snaps actually work. I don't want to break it. The snap does not want to work. So I don't want to break it, so I'm going to ignore that strap. But it looks like if I can get that unstrapped, I can actually make it a longer saddlebag. I love the bag too. It has the little feet. So super cool. Super awesome item. I've been looking for one for forever, but they're always super expensive. So it's awesome to find one. Beautiful condition. And then my absolute favorite item, even though the bag is one of them, is of course a baby. I named her Little Red. Can you guess why? But she has little booties that I did take off for travel because they were slipping off. But she makes a ton of noise when her eyes close and when she moves around. But her eyes open and close. Don't think you can really get a sense of it though, fortunately. But I love her. So I got another doll, of course. I kept telling myself that I need to stop getting dolls because I don't have room, but yet I keep getting dolls. It's an addiction. It really is. So, whatever. It's my vice. My vice is dolls. So, on to the last place is downtown. What is it? Downtown at Fulton Antiques. This was in Waltham, where my mother works, because me and my mom, we came back early from our trip, and we had our floors being done, and we had told my mom had tried to call the person who's doing the floors to tell them to leave the door unlocked for us because he had the only key, because apparently none of us had keys, or the people that did left them back at the house, back at this house. Well, we went to the beach house, so now everybody has keys because of this incident, but we were locked out of our house, so we came. We had gotten stuck in traffic, so, and he had just done a fresh coat, so we couldn't even enter through the garage because you had to walk all over the wood tile, so we couldn't enter the house because it had freshly been done. So we were like, God damn it, we just missed him. We hadn't been stuck in traffic for like 30 freaking minutes. So we ended up having to stay in a hotel that night. The next morning, we were hoping, okay, we'll be able to get in. Nope, just missed him again. Super early in the morning, he had just another coat. So again, could not get in the room. So my mom's freaking out because she has to go to work. She doesn't have her badge. She doesn't have her ID. She doesn't have correct work clothes. Luckily, work really didn't give a shit. So I had to go with her to work. So I had to spend a day in Waltham, and I wasn't going to sit around in her office bored out of my mind, despite the fact there was Wi-Fi. It was boring as hell. So I ended up wandering around, and I ended up stumbling upon an antique shop, because of course it's me. I find antique shops or thrift stores. It's my thing. Just plop me somewhere and I will try my best to find an antique shop or something like it. So we went to the place. It was super cool. It was actually really, really big. I didn't get to explore it as long as I wanted to, because it took so long to walk there. And then I had left late. If I had known about it earlier in the day, I probably would have just left. The second we got to Mom's work, I'm like, bye, see ya. But I didn't know about it. I stumbled upon it. But it was an awesome thing to stumble upon. So if I ever have to get drugged to her work again, I'm going to go back and explore some more. Maybe take some video. This was a cool place to explore. There was tons of stuff. I mean, you could spend an entire day looking through the stuff, which I love. Same thing with Hutchington's Antiques. You could spend an entire day just looking through the stuff because it's huge and awesome. So one of the first things that stuck out to me that I had to give a home was little Alvin here. It's kind of a little creepy, but in a cute way. So I don't know if this was an official license item. No clue. It's really old. It might have even been just a handmade item, right here. But it's Alvin with a harmonica. So there's a little harmonica, and he has the A on him, and he has this little hat. But I saw him, and I was like, oh, I'll have to give him a home. He's missing his nose. You can see where the glue was, so he probably had a little felted nose. No idea what color it would have been. Maybe it would have been the brown, but no idea. But I gave him a home because he stood out to me, and he was kind of cute and weird. I have my dad's old teddy bear that has the wire in it that I like never give to a kid today because of the wire and everything. And so I thought the two of them would be cool together if I get a spot for them. I love old toys. They're weird. And then up next, I got this grater, like cheese grater thing. I just thought it looked cool. And it's perfect for me to just hang on my wall and for it to just look interesting on my wall. I have random other metal objects, so I just love the texture and the look of it. And it's, of course, rusty, and I love rust. Rust is awesome. Like I've always said, if I get a car, I want to paint it to look like it's rusted. Because I think that'd be funny, just to paint a car, make it look like it's rusted. It'd also be funny to like majorly look like it's rusted, like you touch it and you'd hurt yourself, and then like convince people to like touch it and realize it's completely smooth and just like see reactions. That'd be hilarious. So the next items I got were all from the next couple items I got were all from the same seller. But I started collecting these. I need to find a way to frame them so you can actually see them. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them very well. I apologize. But I got a bunch of glass negatives. So, because I almost dropped them. That would not be good. So, you can probably kind of make out his brother holding his little brother. This one is of a house. Don't know if you can see that very well. You can see my snake cage. We have this one of this dapper family. This gentleman with a cigar, his wife, and their little kid, looking none too pleased to be sitting for this photo. So, you can see him on screen with me in it. And then we got this one. We got this one here of this woman and a baby. Don't know how well you can see those, but yeah, I got a whole mess of them. So I'm not gonna try and show you all of them just because it's super hard to see. But I got this gentleman with this awesome mustache. But definitely want to try and find a way to frame these so you can actually see them properly. I don't know if I'll have to like backlight them or what, but I just want to make sure that they are preserved and don't get damaged any more than they have been. Then I also got these slides from, I believe it's called a Magic Viewer. That's what these things are. But I got a whole bunch of these little things. So here's this frog dealing with some issues. There's some more. But I got a whole bunch of these. Most of them are with that frog character or some other animal characters. This is the only one that's a little bit different. And then there's this one right here. But I just love the characters look on that. So I got those, picked those up. So I want to frame those up. Two of them I think I might sell. I got extra ones because they were having the seller had a deal with both the glass negatives and those. If you got a certain amount, you got them for cheaper. So I took advantage of that. So I might sell two of them because there's two of them, but I'm not super into. I don't like them as much as the other ones. And then last but not least, I got another baby. So as I was leaving, I saw this creepy baby staring at me, saying, "Take me home." And I decided, why not? I will take you home. Those little plastic shoes that can slip off and on. I'm not going to really bother with that. And it's because her pants not stay down. So, blessing that butt. So, that was it that I got from that place. Most of the money went towards the glass negatives and the slides, but well worth it. I love them. They're super cool. And it was a super interesting find. So I made the best of the day and explored an antique shop and had fun. So there you go. Make light out of interesting situation. We did indeed once my mom got out of work, we did indeed get to be in the house. Of course, the house stunk to heavens with my asthma. It sucked, and I basically was wearing a mask. I keep surgical masks with me just in case, because cigarette smoke is one of my triggers. So I always had to carry it around with me anyway. But so I put one of my surgical masks on to try and help. And then that wasn't really working, so I burnt a ton of sage and incense in my room and kept the door closed and sealed, so that I would not die in my sleep. And then when I did go outside, I ran out that door and closed that door shut as soon as possible to make sure none of the smell leaked in this freaking room. Which thankfully it did not, so I did not die in my sleep of the god awful smell. Lasted freaking forever. It still kind of smells every so often, especially when it's hot. So I'm hoping eventually that smell dissipates because it is nasty. I hate chemical smells. They're absolutely horrible. But yeah, that is it for this haul from 3 antique shops from the month of August, from my birthday week. Had a pretty decent time my birthday week. Of course, shit always happens, family drama, so it wasn't perfect. Things did not go as planned, but I kind of made the best of it. Antique shops help. They're like a way for me to cope. It's like retail therapy works. Not the best for storage space, but it works for me. So I overall had a pretty decent birthday week. I did some really cool, fun things, and got to enjoy the beach. Sadly, it was not one of those beaches where you really find tons of cool things. I love the beaches. My favorite types of beaches are the ones that have tons of rocky areas, or like areas that you get tons of sea glass and other cool items washing ashore. This beach, not much washing ashore, so really didn't get anything um, from that. But it was still cool. We were right on the we were right next to the water, so at night um, it was really nice and soothing to hear the waves as I was like drifting off to sleep. And my room, the only room with the twin bed, for me was the one that had a patio, so I could open that up and like definitely hear the waves. Um, it was super awesome. I could also step out at night and just look out and see in the distance the short distance the water. So it was fun. I enjoyed it. My time. It was God, I can't remember where in Maine we went. I'm horrible. I can't remember names. Names are hard for me. But yeah, I had a good time, and this was it for this haul of stuff from the antique shops. Thank you for watching, and as always, peace out.